All right, so I showed you earlier, I just pressed them together, and you see my indicator that the bearing that I was concerned about earlier, that I may have not pushed all the way in, actually, I'm no longer concerned, because if the issue was in the bearing, I wouldn't have been able to push this in. And now, its rain gear is working perfect. Okay, so now this seal is completely closed. Okay, so let's go back to reverse and put the bolts in place for this guy. So as I showed you in the prior video, there are two bigger bolts, 12mm thick ones that go here, and there are two 8mm bolts that are in an awkward size. They're in between the size of the bolts that go on the outer casing. See, notice how these two type of bolts go on the outer casing, and this casing actually takes two 8mm bolts and two 10mm bolts. So we're going to start with the 10mm bolts. Now here would be nice to use a Loctite. So let's do a dry fit, and then I'm gonna come back and clean these up, use a Loctite, and then tighten them up. So I'm not gonna install these for now. I'm just gonna do a dry fit. Okay, so now we have these here. Then you have 6 ball bearings that sit in these little holes that the entire assembly runs on. So make sure you don't lose these. I had to clean mine, and I don't know, so here we go. Okay, so we got 6 ball bearings that I've cleaned, that the entire assembly is running on. So now comes the limited slip differential. Oh, I missed the gear here. 1 second. Sorry. That is actually not right. 1 second. Where's my... Could you pause this video?